All right, so I don't know. Should we? So okay. I want to
Whoa, this
backtrack.
thing's strobing.
That's dope. You're probably gonna give somebody a seizure though. But anyways, so I got the
Oh,
tweets
whoa,
here.
you can just...
Yeah, so
Okay.
I want to backtrack on something. So
Okay.
I did. So when we had, I just got so concentrated on roasting fucking Chappelle that I didn't say anything complimentary. And, God, that Josh kid Sunday got pissed at me for saying this. But first of all, two things, and I want to backtrack on something about when I said the trans people. There's people of color who are trans people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally occurred to me that was beside the point. I'm not saying that he's right about anything. I'm just saying, like, the way he did something that I don't see often, that I used to try to do myself, which is he put subtext into a joke, which he had space Jews. So he did the space Jews joke, which is clearly about Israel.
Yeah.
Then he goes back, he does a callback where he talks about a slave who fucking was a slave, and then he got freed, but then he bought slaves, and then he became the oppressor. And then he goes, they're going to make a movie about it. It's called Space Jews.
Yeah.
So the
No, I
subtext,
remember Space
yeah.
Juice.
So what he was saying through the whole thing is that is white people, he's scared that white people are just going to use their whatever associations they have with a marginalized class. They're going to weaponize their marginalization, their gayness or whatever, against black people.
Okay.
Thus Space Jews. And he's a group of people who were marginalized, had a Holocaust put upon, and then parlayed that into the oppression of another group of people, which is Palestinians. So that was really fucking smart. So anybody that calls that lazy is out of their motherfucking mind. I'm not saying he was right about anything. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying that was really fucking... That Josh kid got so mad at me for fucking saying that. So that's what I wanted to fucking say. So then, I get into an argument with fucking Jake Flores. And you know how petty I am.
I do.
Okay.
Better than most.
So he was saying that comedians don't talk about cancel culture, right? He's like, comedians never talk about cancel culture. It's only right-wing comedians that really talk about that. And he said, like, Gavin McGinnis and Steven Crowder. And I went, slow your roll. And I went, dude, Steven Crowder's not really a comic. His dad wrote him 5 minutes of stand-up when he was a teenager. And Gavin McGinnis is just a talk show host. And then he's he gets mad. Okay. All right. Then he says, and then I go, and I said, well, and I was like, I'm interested if Gavin McGinnis, he's like, I know Gavin McGinnis does stand-up. And I go, well, he's like, he did stand-up. And I was like, well, he might have been on stage once, but he's not like a stand-up comic. And then I go, I'm looking, because of the show, and I go, because of our show, I'm always interested in clips of, like, right-wing comedians, so we can make fun of them. And then he says, stand-up happens 99.99% of the time live and in person. The reason you people have these stupid conceptions of it is probably that you think it's a YouTube-based art form. Well, it is a YouTube-based art form if it's fucking canceled, if a motherfucker's canceled. But whatever. I got mad at the you people. And then I started going, I saw you at Noreen's in fucking Vegas, and I could blow you out the fucking stage.
Why you people? Do you mean open micers?
You?
Because, talking into a mirror there, bitch. Like,
exactly.
You're also...
Then he's like, yeah, you're just a fucking Vegas open micer. First of all, that's punching down. Even if you really believed that you were above us, that's punching down, buddy.
Also, he's not an open micer in Vegas. He came here and he got booked at the dive bar. The place that I got a feature spot 7 months into doing stand-up.
Dude, he got fucking...
He's,
So I go, dude, I can fucking blow you off the set. I said all the shit, and I was like, dude, you're all right, man. I mean, like, half of it, and I literally described his set. And he's like, oh, you're one of those Vegas open micers that just, like, sit around talking about Jussie Smollett. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And anyways, the guy annoys me because...
Who talked about Jussie Smollett?
He really
brought it... That shit lived and died in like 8 days. I don't understand.
I don't remember anybody talking about that.
Exactly. I mean, I remember it being a topic on like podcast and shit like that whenever it happened, and thinking it was funny.
Here's a
weird,
quote.
But like, I don't remember people. I mean, except for the guy with the rebar, the thing at rebar, the guy with the noose around his neck. You remember that?
You told me about it.
Yeah, and it was all to do.
Isn't that the thing that got rebar shut down?
Apparently, well, I mean, I think because they did it a couple weeks after that, and then everything just went down because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
And since we come back, rebar has just said they don't want to do it for whatever reason. I guess
That's stupid.
Maybe they're trying to go somewhere else with the business. I don't know.
And he was doing shit that Castillo does, where he was going like, I got an album, I got this, I got that, dude. And he was like fucking saying, and which contradicts something else he said, where he admitted that, where he was complaining about Legion of Skanks, and he goes, well, success in comedy isn't based on merit. You know, it's just these guys who are good at the business. And I was like, dude, then I guess that's you. Because you're the one fucking bragging about it. I don't like him because he provides shelter for all these fucking, for anti-comedy people. Open mic comedy and like tries to pretend he has some kind of expertise at fucking comedy. Here's his success, dude. His success came from first Nick Mullen, just like Tom Meyer's success came from Nick Mullen. And then second, he fucking got harassed by the DHS. And most of his attention came from Louis J. Gomez. No. First though, the reason he got that even Noreen's was because Garrett heard him on all the podcasts that he did as a result of DHS harassing him over a tweet. Oh. He made some fucking tweet about killing ICE agents. And so I was like, dude, you're fucking badass. I go, dude, you're successful in comedy. You know, Richard Jewell. If Richard Jewell decided to do stand-up, Richard Jewell would be successful in comedy. Like, I was like, you rode the coattails of Nick Mullen and then the DHS. I mean, that's literally, the Department of Homeland Security was your fucking doorway to showbiz. Open mic comedy dudes will be like, censorship hurts creativity. You have to be able to use all of the colors of the palette to be truly creative, and then 9 of them will go up and butcher the same rape joke. Dude, I don't fucking know anybody that does real fucking... There's like me and a bunch of chicks.
That do rape jokes?
Those are the only rape jokes I ever hear. Dude, you know Jesse...
Yeah, there's that one...
Jessica Johnson?
That one girl that does a really great rape joke about how guys used to pick up girls back in her day.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah, Brooklyn, they'd drive up and they'd say, hey, miss, can I take you out? And you'd either say no, or you'd either say yes, and they would, or you'd say no, and then they'd beat the shit out of you and take you home.
You know that hot hipster chick, Jesse Johnson? She came here like a couple times. She did mics here a couple times.
The trumpet? The girl with the trumpet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, she's like, she pulls out a trumpet on stage.
The girl, she plays the trumpet on stage. It's not a sex act. You're just going, the girl with the trumpet totally
she didn't have a trumpet when I saw her. The trumpet's new to me.
Okay.
But she brought a trumpet on stage and she goes...
Huntridge and shit.
Did she?
Yeah, and she had
Did she have a trumpet? Did she go, this is my rape whistle? And then she goes, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Probably. I would guess that she did.
That's literally, dude, that's a fucking funny joke. But anyways, I didn't know she had a trumpet. Fucking Kristen Lumberg is a girl. She's in these cotton ads. She always has a violin. I was like trying to flirt with her online, but I don't know. I told her, whatever.
You're like,
she's too big for me.
I was like, dude, size or
imagine hooking
popularity.
Imagine hooking up with Flo from Progressive, like before she became Flo from Progressive.
Dude, I always found Flo kind of off-putting.
Oh, yeah, but Kristen girl's fucking hot, dude. You might recognize her if I showed you a picture of her.
Okay, I believe you.
Dude, and now
do you have a Flo fetish, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, God, you totally would. That's so weird.
It's the makeup. I gotta think about women who wear a lot of makeup. I have a lot of fetishes.
Does your mom wear a lot of makeup?
No.
That's probably why.
And if my mom did, you'd be like, that's probably why.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime you present somebody with a yes or no about like a psychological possibility, you could just
no matter what it is,
you could just
your
say
mom's to
why.
blame.
Yeah.
no matter what it is.
Like,
So anyways,
or somebody's at him just be like, "Are you a middle child?" And they're just like, "No, the youngest." And it's just like, "That's what I thought." That's all you got to do, and it works. People don't even question it. They're like, "Oh, you're right."
so I want to roast Jake Flores because I think I'm funnier than he is.
Oh yeah. So you want to bring up?
And this is a roast battle.
This is part of Roast Masters in New York City.
To be fair, both of these guys kind of suck. This is one of the worst roasts
Yeah, no,
I've
I
ever
was
heard.
watching it. It's tough, dude. It's tough. I was like, damn, dude, that makes, like, it reminded me of one of the ones whenever I did the roast show.
Yeah.
The one that was after mine, the main event one
Yeah.
was so bad. People were like, they asked him to do like 4 extra jokes just because they couldn't get like a funny one out. It was awesome. All right, here we go.
Oh, by the way, who won the fucking Waldeck thing?
Tanner.
I just did you got pictures of yourself as Waldeck?
Yeah, there's videos of our sets too.
Yeah, dude, I went to a fucking dive bar and just did my Waldeck jokes there because I knew I was gonna lose.
Yeah.
And then fucking Crab Meat apparently got into a roast battle with Waldeck.
Yeah.
And then found out later, like
The winning line.
they wrote jokes for him.
Oh yeah, no. He was on a roast in the show that I was talking about that I did, and he won his, but he would just do jokes to this guy. In all fairness, the guy that he was a fat dude, but like he was trying to present jokes, and Waldeck would just kind of say something and then just go, "You fat piece of shit," and by like probably second or third joke, people had caught on, and so like fourth and fifth joke, it was just like, "You fat piece of shit," like he just had everyone with him. But like what he was saying prior, I don't even remember. It was not like anything great or like masterful writing by any means, you know. And this kid was trying to present, but nobody gave a shit because he didn't have a fun thing being yelled to participate after his jokes, you know. And as it was happening, I looked over and at him and I was like, "You guys did this, didn't you?" And he was like, and I knew it. And I felt, and with Randall, it was the same thing. The main joke the one that like won it for him, apparently they wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be mad too.
Yeah, I totally get the frustration.
Especially since I offered to write for that kid a long fucking time ago.
Who, Waldeck?
Yeah, here's one of my jokes.
Well, they lived with him. They were probably just feeding him shit without him asking.
I took some of his jokes and I rewrote them, so it wouldn't be like one. So my jokes were like I feel like a lot of guys look at me and they think I'm a real lady killer. That's because I murder women and have sex with their corpses. And they go ha 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 ha. See, I would have lost.
Yeah, I did pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you wrote a minute worth of Waldeck jokes.
I mean, I guess
Most of mine were duck-related puns.
It was probably even more than a minute. But at one point, just to be sure, I was just like, I just did awkward crowd work because that's like one thing he does. So I'll just be like,
"Oh yeah, you gotta go like this."
Yeah, and then he'll ask how long you lived here or what you do, and then they answer, and he's like, "Awesome," and then he just moves on. Yeah, like there's somebody posted and put videos of me, Ross, and Tanner, who were the only 3 that went
They were
there
dressed
and
like
did
him?
Waldecks. No, they're the only. Everybody else that just did a normal set.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't have an outfit, so
But-
I don't have enough interesting sweaters.
But like halfway through Tanner's set, I was like, yeah, he deserved it too. Like
Really?
he got the voice down perfectly, and he did probably 5 full minutes. But Tanner also writes puns and shit like that
Yeah.
for the most part, anyways.
all you need are duck-related puns.
He had.
All you gotta do is
I
be
don't-
like,
I
I'm
don't
from
know
South Beach, Florida.
I did. But I said I got my bachelor's and master's degree from the University of South Carolina. I was the first person in my family to graduate college. I went to the first state to secede, to be the first person to succeed. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. But I knew a couple people would laugh. and at least a couple until I could go. I'm glad somebody in the back got that.
Did you close your eyes?
Oh
or-
yeah, no. See, like I said, Tanner. I would say I probably got his mannerisms better, but Tanner got the material and like the voice way better. Oh shit.
Oh, you lost it?
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Distracted you. Yeah, here's another thing Jake Flores fucking does. So he pretends to have this expertise in comedy amongst all these leftist circles. So remember the guy Doug Lane that we had on?
Yeah.
So Flores went on his show. And they start talking about Shane Gillis and how he goes, Shane Gillis didn't get canceled because he still has a career. Like that helped his career. And then he goes, and then Doug Lane's like, yeah, but if you're in
I don't think
SNL.
it helped his career.
Well, I mean, anyways, it gave him a name, but it gave him some fame, but probably not the kind of fame he wanted. But
I heard of him.
But he goes,
to
SNL. He goes, but with us, Doug Lane goes, with SNL, you know, that usually opens up doors to movies and things like that. And then Flores goes, I've been doing stand up for 15 years. You're gonna tell me how comedy is? I'm like, dude, it's SNL. Like, that's like public information. Like, you don't need to be in stand up to know Eddie Murphy got famous from SNL.
Yeah, I thought that was like a common knowledge. Like, people on SNL don't even really get paid that much, do
Yeah,
they?
not really.
It's just kind of like a really good, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a school. Bill Murray called it a school. Bill Murray said if you could do 4 years of that, you could do anything.
What is the word I am looking for? Internship. It's like
it's an internship
it's
for
like
fame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the people that make it, like Will Ferrell and shit like that, they just went on to have an illustrious film career.
Yeah, and even a lot of those guys like fucking
and writing
find
and
work.
shit
Even
like
Chris
that.
Kattan still gets work.
Yeah, and if anything, they get fun little character pop-ins. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
Just to go
Exactly.
with look who's here.
Yeah.
That guy's there. All right, you want to watch this roast battle?
Yes, let's watch this roast
it's
battle.
Jake Flores versus I don't know. Somebody else that isn't that.
Somebody
funny.
who beats him.
Alright. Trey believes there is a God. What if that was the whole joke? It's not. Trey's a Jesus boy. And he's a 65-year-old single man. Answering the question that no one asked. What's it like to fuck a fleshlight through a hole in the sheet? I'm not Jewish. I'm not a Jew.
Gosh, that's one of the most painful things on the planet.
Dude, I listened to his other sets and they're not that bad, but like, dude, his delivery like ruins his jokes kind of because he sounds like Eeyore, where he's like, yeah, I heard about a short dick contest in Brooklyn. You know who I feel sorry for? The guy who got second place. That's my Jake Flores impression.
No, I was saying that's one of the most painful things, though, is anytime you're on stage and, like, you do a joke and then an unexpected sound effect comes in and destroys. That is one of the most painful things.
Or somebody goes, that doesn't make any sense.
And people are like, huh? A flashlight through a hole in the sheet? You don't have to make eye contact with them.
You. All right. Jake doesn't believe in God, which is fine, because God clearly doesn't believe in him either. Trey also listens to, like, Joe Rogan and Alex Jones and shit like that. Of all the conspiracy theories you believe in, the fact that there's a God that loves you is the dumbest one. Jake's Mexican. He's not very good at it, though. He doesn't speak Spanish or have any kids. But you can't tell. His back is still wet because he swam the East River to get here tonight.
I'll say Jake even laughed. So far, the funniest thing, biggest crowd reaction was racist. But even old Jakey boy had to laugh at that. Even he was like, that's funny. We do have a lot of kids.
Here's my roast joke. I defended him when the Legion of Skanks fans spread that rumor about him, luring a girl with Down syndrome into his car. You didn't hear that?
No.
Oh, dude, it's on Cumtown. It's all over.
No.
It's a running gag. Anyways,
I know about apparently there's some video of him.
Oh, eating cum off a cookie?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
own cum.
Well, yeah, I looked for that. I couldn't find it for doing just for research purposes.
Yeah.
And to masturbate too. But I here's my thing. Like, I was like, dude, I got
feel
online.
like-
I was like, dude, that doesn't make any sense for two reasons. First of all, that girl with Down syndrome would have to have a fucking chaperone. So where the fuck was the chaperone? Like, she's going to a late night comedy show to go watch sets. Like, would you like rode the bus? It didn't make any sense. That's number one. Where was the chaperone? Number two, Jake Flores can afford to own a car. That's my roast joke.
A car that someone with Down syndrome trusts getting into.
A van.
Even a retard would see his car and be like, nah,
No.
that doesn't look stable.
It smells like pizzas in here.
Manhattan's not another country, dude. You could have taken the train.
He did. Greedy Puerto Rican. Let's see. You guys, you get like really fucking high and stare at the back of a dollar bill and realize you're looking at how much money Trey Gallion makes off of stand-up comedy.
Jake has a hairy-
That one laugh, it almost sounds like someone literally just going, ha, 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 ha. Like, let's see if we can, it might be an ironic laugh or a
Otter
sarcastic laugh.
tattoo, because it helps him get kids in the van.
Look at this! You look like if the Unabomber never got up and did anything with his life.
This is from a guy who looks
He
like
doesn't
he
look
should
like the
smell
Unabomber.
like pee. Dude,
say
you look
Jake
like
looks
a
more like
roadie
the
from
Unabomber.
Papa
Yeah,
Roach
exactly.
had sex with another roadie from Papa Roach.
You? Trey Gallion released a comedy album last year. That album sank harder than the floating door his mom came to this country on. All right.
These references are very weird.
Comebacks are doing better.
Jake actually doesn't know who his mom is. He just sends a Mother's Day card every year to the toilet in the girls' locker room at Cheetah's Cabaret in Houston. Too wordy? That was too wordy on that? Really? I don't know.
That was really
It was like a
bad,
non-fit
dude.
support group.
That was rough, man. They got booked. They got booked to do that.
Oh, God. Do you think they got paid?
Probably.
Wow.
Maybe just the winner gets paid. That's how it was whenever I did it.
Yeah. Stop defending canceling comics,
I
dude.
would imagine that they paid them, though.
Fuck, who sits around fucking going like, oh, I can't wait to fucking ruin somebody's fucking life? Whatever. All right.